Morning, folks. Whatever time it is, wherever you're at. Got the tablet upside down. It's 4:43 a.m. Tuesday, December 19th, 2017. See if I can put that where you can actually see it. 4:44. Ba-da-ba. Anyway, number 3 is relative to people getting together for something positive. A lot of people think of it as gift, which it's a good thing. We have enough crap in our life to where that should be considered a gift. Anyway, 444 that's massive fortitude. For those of you that have been listening to me for a few years here, this will be easier for you to understand than others. Excuse me. Those people that have, sent Dan and I, coffee cups, stuff like that, and all this coffee. And even if I haven't mentioned it on video, and sometimes, I got to be careful. I don't want to just put your name up there when you're not comfortable with it. Every single person, every single consult I've ever given, all of you know I've never put any of your information out there. I've never mentioned a name or something like that. I have said that things are coming to a close. They are. I'm being helped right now with my right eye and both eyes, actually, but my right eye. If it doesn't blink in this video, fine. I have nothing. I don't feel the need to prove anything about what I say. I'm not here to make something about myself. I was never here for that. I was here to help you. And I am about to go. I've got to, I don't mean tomorrow, this month, next month. I'm not in control of that. My other half, Lilly, the primary focal point of Lilly, she's controlling that. And the field, the source field, that's part of what I am. And those two are in control of this. The field part of me has been killing this body for years. I said early 2016 that that my body was going to change. It was already heavy and everything. I was already sick, but I said it was going to change abruptly. And it's no big deal. Not to consider it an issue. And that's not me trying to reach out to everybody, make something about myself. It's these people that I've cranked up, that have been listening to me, getting information for themselves, and I've been able to help them grow into who they are and actually enhance them with the DNA, ICUCs. All that stuff will be over real soon. Hell, I'll be gone soon. I'll be back home where I belong. Get out of this poor, dilapidated body. Anyway, I'm having such a problem with the nerves. I can't just keep going with it. Lilly has taken over for the most part. Get me out of here. It's alpha female source that actually puts you into a body and takes you out, every single body. Okay. And she and I have had some talks lately, especially yesterday morning. She's been waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to get it right to get me out of here, and she finally said, that's enough. He's been through enough. I am her other half. She cares. All of us with compassion, we have a love for each other that you'll never completely understand, and there's no words for it until you get home. We literally flow inside each other and merge our thoughts, feelings, and everything else. And people think with no body they're not going to feel. No, it's the opposite. You feel so much more, but you don't have the body to limit what you can feel. Being a body and feeling emotions is like putting your fingers in an electrical socket where you're just jerking your hands off. I've never done that, but it's just like jerking so hard your hands fall off. I've never done that, but hey, I've been zapped by electricity. I know what that's like. Anyway, I have another video I have to put out, but it's hard. I'm getting a lot of assistance right now from Lilly to keep my eyes from vibrating apart. They get like this where they actually clamp down together, and then they won't stop. I want to explain that too. I said a while ago that I have multiple sclerosis, among other things. I have cirrhosis of the liver, multiple sclerosis, the 2 different lung diseases, degenerative joint disease, yada, 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 okay? Ain't going wussy on nobody. I'm just stating a fact. And with multiple sclerosis, it's like a coating around the outside of the nerves that it's like a wall, but it's a soft wall, but it's a coating. It starts falling apart, and the nerves are kind of raw. This is not something I was born with. This is something that developed from other issues slowly in life, but that's just how it started kind of phasing in. It didn't hit me much until the last couple of years. People won't understand. Most people won't understand until they get home what I actually am and what I've done while I was here. For me to move that much energy through this body to destroy what I have on the other side, no one will ever understand that. You know, somebody said, Jay, you're saying that now. No, I'm not. I'm telling you what is. And then you make up your own mind. That's what I've always been. That's my format. Feed you the information I know that, number one, it's real. It's the truth. Number two, it's what will help you get to where you need to be, which is your true self. From the very beginning of my consults, people didn't understand. They said, Jay, we don't understand. What you can do is incredible, but we're waiting to hear the philosophy, the origin. I said, there is none. This is a statement. You're much more than you've ever thought you were or could be. Things around you are nothing like what you think. And I want you to learn how to see more, do more, to appreciate yourself and make better decisions for yourself. Other than buying a product or something or a consult, there's no pay here. There's no offering plate to pass. So, I see Lilly inside, got energies like this, keeping my eyes fine, and I appreciate that. I did not want to look like a, whatever on video. But things have to stop. They're going to stop anyway. This body be dead before long. I have to finish that 3rd book, and this is a good book. The very first book of the creation series, book 1, creation is beginning on your origin. That's how everything started. Book 2 is how, once you know who's there and how they came to be and how things started to move in the very beginning, then you learn from that point all the way up to 2012, 2015 actually, how things, how everybody reacted together, the original, first being the original control freaks, both halves of it, male and female, how they ran everything and destroyed what they could, abused everything. They couldn't destroy spirit. They were never strong enough. They made our primary focal point, me, what I am inside, in the very beginning, and gave me, it's in book 1, okay? And I don't like talking about myself, but they made Lilly and I the strongest, most powerful and loving beings there were. But the fortitude I have, it's funny that this video started at 444, 443, 444. It's almost limitless fortitude. After 10.846 plus trillion lives, or 10.846 trillion plus lives, yeah, I've done nothing but get stronger. So, everyone does. So it's time for me to go home and go to work over there. Creation will always have a janitor. It'll always be me. It'll always have a loving mother or big sister energy, and that's Lilly. Lily's in different pieces, and so's Arae. There's still a primary focal point of Lilly and a primary focal point of Arae. Lily's primary focal point is in me, and I'm it for Arae. The primary focal point, that is. There's a lot of awesome parts of Arae around. This blinking and stuff I was talking about, my nerves. Multiple sclerosis messes with your nervous system, but it's not just that. And the reason why, where the multiple sclerosis really came from, it was like if you have a petri dish where you can put specimens in there and whatever, and they start growing. The petri dish is a medium for it to grow, and that's what my body was. It had the material necessary for it. But I talk about the 5 energy fields that created the original first being and are creating the other original first beings. There's 4 more. They're all locked up. First dimension, you can't get in, you can't get out. Not unless you're in these overalls. Ain't happening. Anyway, the 5 fields of energy necessary to create spirit, the largest, and they're all necessary, but the largest and probably most important, if you want to say that, is an electromagnetic form of energy. That's what goes through our bodies. The body creates a little bit of a electrical charge, electroencephalograms. That's what they pick up, quantitative electroencephalograms. How I've been proven I can reach out, go inside, and change your energy output in your brain. The DNA testing, when it's done, will prove the rest of it. Excuse me, like I said, this body, I'll be back home. This body will be gone, dead by the time that comes out. It's being put together like that for a reason. People think, some people want to be stupid and say that I want to make stuff about myself. If you listen to me and you don't have your own issues, it is so simple to see me for what I am. The not so simple part about seeing the not so simple part about things is what it takes for y'all to finally see who you are, to appreciate yourself. Anyway, back to the electromagnetic energy. Our nervous system is like a highway, a conduit for this energy to run through within our body. You look at any live data about how energy flows through the brain. They have different ways of explaining it, but it's metaphysical, okay? It's energy. And I've had to use extensive amounts of energy to do what I need to do while I was in this body. 2010, my energy started changing, getting a lot stronger because I was getting involved in fighting. 2009 is when it started, but 2010 I was very active with it. That's why my head started growing more. But then the next thing you know, it got more intense and more intense, getting rid of the original first being male and female. So I started using that energy had to come through my body. It's also accessing my energy outside of the body, but only enough like to feed what came in here and went out. And that started destroying the nervous system of this physical body. Whatever, no big deal. But the fighting got intense. It never stopped. I still have to do stuff like that now, but it's nothing like what it was. Can you imagine something coming to you and harassing you and trying to control you for, what, 8 years, whatever? 10 years? I don't know, whatever. If I was as strong back then as I am now, then it wouldn't have been such an issue. It doesn't work like that, especially when you're in a body. Folks, you have to wake up slow. There's no light switch. There's that moment when you first awaken and realize stuff is real. Now that's exciting as hell. That's an adrenaline rush when you see what else is going on. So anyway, what I've been doing with my energy and cranking up people, not just on this planet, but the fighting that started tearing up this physical body, the nervous system in it. This will not happen to you. You don't, without myself seeming like I'm trying to, talk big about myself or something. You don't have to run that kind of power through a physical body. A lot of power, yes. Those of you I cranked up, you're already strong anyway, and I cranked you up. Come on, that's crazy. You're all finding out you can do stuff, and you're starting to understand stuff as much as you can. A lot of you that are solar plexus, you make strong, hard decisions immediately, and you can feel power inside you, but yet you don't see something floating around in a multidimensional situation, and you think that nothing's happened. No. Remember, solar plexus uses the scanner, which is what? Remote viewing, this dimension, a little bit above, a little bit below. That's why when I crank you up, and I crank up the pineal field, and then I crank up the scanner, I then blend the two together because their energy fields meet. There's a way for me to blend them together to get more high definition into your pineal vision, so you can see more clearly multidimensionally. And then also what the part of you, that scanner, solar plexus, just, mostly solar plexus energy, where you see things in very high definition. I try to give you more dimensional vision, where you can see more, like maybe a total of 5 different dimensions, this one and 2 above, 2 below. It all depends on the individual. Anyway, The reason why I wanted to make this video is I wanted to thank you for listening to me. I wanted to thank you for those people who listened to me later. And the reason why I'm thanking you is I want you to know you're real. I want you to understand who you are. You see, I am me. I am what I am. I fear nothing because there's no reason to. If I've ever had fear, it's about not doing what I need to do. It's not fear. I mean, when I was a kid, you know, growing up, it's different. I'm talking about since I woke up. Since I began waking up hard. And it is a process with everyone, so don't worry about that. When I first started waking up, it's funny how, you know, FBI, Homeland Security, CIA, NSA, the guy from NSA actually tried to attack me. What an arrogant putz. He's not alive anymore. He's dead. He thought he was so strong, and it's just, I was barely even aware he was trying to be stupid. I was aware by knowing, not by feeling anything. Thought he was going to attack my pineal. I was with two people at the Phoenix and Dragon store when it happened. And he walked by me and, you know, did one of these numbers, tried to use his pineal to attack my pineal. And then I'm like, what the hell? I turned around, and then I went right into his head, right into the back of his head, right into the pineal. Is in the very back of the brainstem, and the front part, there's the pituitary. They kind of cross each other, but it's energy. It flows through itself. It's like water flowing through itself, but without the physical restraint, what little bit there is. But anyway, I went into his head and I said, little boy, I'm going to give you a stool, so if you ever want to, you can ring the doorbell, because when you knock, I can't even feel it. And he stopped, turned around, looked at me, gave me this nasty look, and then walked away. And these two ladies that were there looking at the stones, they said, wow, that guy was weird. You know, he's out of place. He's not supposed to be here. I said, yeah. So then I told them what happened, you know, just briefly. I didn't really care. I thought it was funny. And then they look at me like I'm nuts. That's what it's like. A little bit of what it's like when you can see all this stuff and you understand things, and people aren't ready for it yet. Or, you know, not most people. And these people were at a stone store, you know, store with stones and stuff, because they were waking up. So I don't expect people to be able to do what I can do. If they could, I wouldn't have had to be here, other than killing every kind of, destroying the problems on the other side. Boy, Jay sounds crazy. No. What's really crazy is what you think is real. What's really crazy is that everyone's still running around at this point, this is changing, thinking there's a God that's all loving and all forgiving and everything else, and built hell to abuse you forever. It demands praise, but it loves you. Wow. I hope your parents never did that to you. Get on your knees and praise me because I love you. What? Anyway. So, I'm not going to do as many videos because I can't. I've been writing the third book, more of the third book this morning. Got up about 3 o'clock, 3:11. I left the bedroom, actually. And as soon as this video is done, I'll be back doing the same thing. And you don't see my eyes flipping right now. So there's always some children running around, you know, oh, he's full of shit. Look at that, he's just talking crap. He should at least be trying to blink. No. No thanks. As you wake up, it's exciting. But the more you wake up, the stronger you are, the more you calm down about things. And plus, this body's dying. It's going to fold here soon. So I'm good to go. People are so afraid of the government agencies. Let me tell you something. Don't be afraid of them. And the NSA, I know you all listen to me and watch me all the time. You're all about to be gutted. I'm going to gut you. How's that, huh? So many people in the government think that their power that comes from their popularity and what they can do and making people bow down to them. They think with our friends in space coming here and being open that they're going to, increase their power structure and everything. Folks, you all are going. Those of you that I'm talking about, you're going away, man. Some of you are going to drop dead. Most of you are going to be voted out of office. Things are just going to be changed. The other side runs this one. So, you all know I've never had fear of you. I've never had my own fear of FBI, Homeland Security, the rest of you, NSA. You've tried to attack me and trip chairs, come to me personally. Hell, FBI and Homeland Security knocking on my front door. I felt bad. The house is a mess. I would have invited you in. I have stones and stuff everywhere. Don't hardly have a place to sit. I don't have any furniture that's other than rolling office chairs, tables. I don't need much, don't want much. It's not about me. It's about trying to do my job, and then I've been trying like hell to get home. Every time I come close to being time to go home, something happened, and nothing on the other side could manage to get me out of here. They didn't want to, they didn't understand. So finally, Lily's primary focal point, the closest thing to an exact other half that I have, she just came over, came in my head, just took right over, boom. She said, "You're leaving." So, anyway, I guess I was just trying to summarize some things here, but I want to let you know that other than a few videos I need to put out, and I'll try to make some DVDs. It's time for me to stop doing this. So, and again, I'm not trying to push for money or something. If you want a consult, folks, let's try to get this, wrapped up. I know we don't have money, but come early January, I'm gonna be in the worst shape. So, again, I'm not gone yet, but I'm not in control of when I go, and I don't need to be. I trust Lilly, and I just want to say thank you for everyone that listens, and I have given you a lot of good information free. And then the books and stuff like that, they help. But, hey, we live in a society, mostly reptilian society, or actually totally reptilian society, except for what we share between ourselves. And we work with money. There's always the pressure. You got to have more, make more, have more, buy more. Well, there was something else that just popped into my head, too, I wanted to tell you before I left. I always have to turn the video off, go downstairs, and all of a sudden, oh yeah. Oh, crud. Be right back. Well, I can't remember what it was, and I've still got another video I have to do anyway. If it's important enough, I'll come back upstairs in the studio here and finish putting it out. Damn it. Yeah, Lily's just kind of letting go. It's like you got to get back to the book. Anyway, oh, that's what it was. I know. Stop with the eyes, please. Forgot again. This is hell. This is why Lily's bringing this stuff to an end, because it's time to go. I got to finish writing the book. There's things I have to take care of for Deanna here in the house. If I turn it off, I'll remember it again. Oh yeah, the DNA ICUC, it's energy work. For me, that's very simple. I can do it with a thought. Just a thought, boom. I can go to you, literally. Boom. That's how long it takes me to do a DNA ICUC on somebody. I can do the same thing to 1,000 people at one time. My problem is physical time in this physical body. If I'm not conscious, or if this body's dead, I can't do anything through it. When this body, as soon as this body finishes, falling apart, I'll be doing what I do as myself. And no, I'm not going to give everybody DNA ICUCs. Ain't happening whatsoever. Help you out? Yes. So, but a DNA ICUC, no. Doesn't work like that. It's also disrespectful to those people that have spent so much of their hard-earned money to get these things. Deanna, and then Siobhan, and then Raj will be doing these when I'm gone. And then from there it just goes forward however it will. One of the things I can't tell you about is everything about myself while I'm here stuck in a body. There's no way for anybody to be completely self-aware while you're stuck in a body. That being said, there's no one really controlling what's happening in creation now, and whoever does it is going to make up their own mind as themselves as far as how things need to go. And then on top of that, they're going to go ahead and keep doing everything they can as they learn to make it better for you. So how the hell are you going to pull this divination thing? You can't. So major events will be told certain people so that they can tell you. So much stuff is in this third book. You'll really like that. It's the most comprehensive and calm book I've written out of the four. Out of all of them, there'll be 4 when I'm done. 4 books. The 3 creation series, and then it's like Dana says, it's a pamphlet. It's a book, but it's just not a whole lot of pages about the runes. About the runes. You want to talk to spirit guides, learn how to talk with them, connect with them. Jared's Runes of Awakenings, the rune cards. There's 56 individual cards, 53 different base meanings you get from them. And the more you use them, the more you realize for a fact you're talking with your spirit guides. The more you understand is really happening, the more you start to understand about, the more you can see about what is happening, the more you realize you are talking with your spirit guides, the more you accept this as real and you just keep going. There's no make-believe. So anyway, it'll get better. But damn it, I gotta run. I'm gonna put out a video that's about our friends from space that are here, with just some of the video that's on the internet. You look at some of these videos, and they'll be, the more realistic something is, the more I seem to see thumbs down on it. You know, on YouTube, people don't want you to know what's going on, like a lot from the government. But now the government understands the Anunnaki are no longer controlling this planet. The governments are starting to understand this is apparently what's happening. And this is what's important I wanted to tell you. When our friends come here in the open, they're here, been here forever, a lot of them. When they come here and actually say hello, how you doing physically, they're talking with government folks. They'll be talking with people in the street, so to speak. Normal, everyday people, normal, common, everyday people. Common does not mean bad whatsoever. It means there's an abundance of it. You know, it's a very whatever. You know what I'm saying. I don't have to try to break that down. I'm trying to find some wording. My head's real dizzy right now. Lily's saying you got to get back to the book. But these people that have been cranked up, and there's a lot of people that have been cranked up. They're getting visitation. They have our friends in space, plus NSA and some folks here. They have satellites. There's satellites out in space. For the folks that are here, the other folks in the ships, they have their equipment on ships. So it's so much better than what the others were using here. They can actually read the frequencies of your body, and they know what source looks like. And those people that have been cranked up especially, they're getting, not the only ones, but they're the ones that are really getting the attention from our friends in space. And they're going to be getting visitation. I'm talking about handshakes. Physical. So anyway, it's really exciting what you're gonna be seeing. I gotta go. Lily's gonna literally shut me down here in a minute. And she's right. I need to get back to the books. Might even have another coffee. See if I can get my blood pressure up to 250. I don't care. I'm not dying until it's time, but it's right around the corner. Anyway, folks, look. The consults will be stopping too. If you get a group rate, that's the way to do it. It's cheap. So you get the same exact results. It's just that I can do more in a shorter time, so it doesn't cost much. My problem is time. I'm running out real fast. And this body's physically dying. When I can't move and my nervous system finishes breaking down, I can't do this. Well, actually I can, but I'm not going to, because it's going to be too difficult for me. I can crank you up just by thought. That's what I do anyway, really. I like to do it slow and take my time with you so you feel it. All of you, every single one of you, when I do this, you feel your energy fields, the shells and everything in it, you feel them change. You feel your body change. Just like, wow. It's like, I think it's so cool when I get to do this, because I'm helping. And I understand there's money involved. It goes to the spiritual foundation, every penny of it. And Deanna helps me too. She does. I don't want money. I want to do my job and go home. That's all. Anyway, whatever. Wussy? Me? Never. Tired, worn out, necessary to go home? Totally. So, it's time for the videos and consults to dwindle down to nothing. Just like this body will soon. Good. Time I got to work with the rest of what I have to do. Anyway, folks, look, I love you. Take care. Remember, when you think you understand something, feel something, see something, have faith in yourself, will you? If you see an image where something happens that's not at all normal, it's message. It's you seeing something relative to energy that has no physical body. So you're using images you have in your body to try to understand what you're seeing. You're trying, the part of you that's your real self, spirit, is trying to talk with you through the human body, using any information you've acquired already in your human life, the one you're in right now. And the more aware you come, lives you've had in other bodies, the more awake you are within your body, the better decisions you make, the more you understand, etc. It's all about you, but it's all about all of you. Change has already started, but just barely. Floodgates will open soon. Folks, love you, man. Have a good one.